It was Max Verstappen who takes the first pole of the season, picking up where his old teammate left off for Red Bull, while his new teammate Pierre Gasly could only manage 4th on the grid, over 4/10 adrift. Smack dab in the middle of the Red Bulls comes the Ferrari boys, with Vettel getting the better of his 2014 teammate Daniel Ricciardo in a possible bid to solidify his stance as the Scuderia's #1 driver. 2016 champion Stoffel Van Dorn could only manage 5th fastest, but did manage to fare a bit better than his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who starts behind the new Toro Rosso rookie Antonio Giovinazzi. Carlos Sainz will be frustrated to be beaten by his new teammate in their first qualifying battle, but should also be happy with the performance of the car, since they were easily one of the top 5 fastest teams out there today. Scuderia Alfa Romeo should be thrilled with getting a driver into the top 10, as Mick Schumacher managed to outqualify aarava and Magnussen, while his teammate Nico Hülkenberg could only manage P12. Williams have clearly taken a serious nosedive in terms of pace, as Bottas could only go 13th fastest, and Rosberg was a quarter second slower than that even. Wehrlein clearly struggled to come to grips with the track today, and he'll have to settle for P14 in between the Williams cars, and Grosjean seems horribly out of place in 19th, but the Manners and Force Indias seem generally slow out there as they jockeyed for the bottom positions.
What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome back to my F1 MyDriver career mode, episode number 1 of season 3. We are back for a third time just before F1 2016. Hopefully we'll be able to squeeze in this entire season before the 19th of August. But yeah, we're back for season 3. Hopefully you guys have seen the pre-season video uploaded yesterday. If you have not, click the card in the top right now and you can see that video, and it will really help you out to get clued in on all the driver transfers and alter all the pecking orders for the grid. So if you do not watch that, you might be very confused in this video in terms of the drivers and the teams and the kind of pace that other teams have. So please do go check that out before you watch this one. But we're here, the USA Grand Prix, the brand new opener to this season 3, and technically the 2017 season in the MyDriver universe of this career mode. So raring to go. We've qualified a bit lower than we might have hoped at the beginning of this season, but the car isn't performing as we'd want it in qualifying right now. Hopefully we'll be a little better in the race, but generally we'll just be looking to try and do our best. Obviously it's the opening round, so I don't really have any objectives really. I'm just going to see how it goes. So let's get straight into it. Season 3 kicks off right here, right now. We go to 5 red lights for the USA Grand Prix. We've got Mick Schumacher on our right, Sainz ahead of us. We are away for season 3 right now, and we've got Hülkenberg making a good start on the left hand side. Magnussen getting up there as we go up the hill towards turn 1, down the inside of the Toro Rosso. Hülkenberg's made a diving move down the inside of 4 cars there. Hamilton's had a really shocking start into turn 1 there. We're going to try and maybe see what we can do. We've got the Toro Rosso on the right hand side. We'll just about get him, and now we'll go down the inside of Hamilton, maybe into the S section, round the outside. Yes, we have. And so a pretty awesome start to the Grand Prix so far for us, getting quite a lot of positions, but probably even more awesome for this man, Nico Hülkenberg, right in front of us as we move on to lap 2, obviously in his brand new Alfa Romeo car, right in the points already. So I bet he will probably be pretty happy if the Grand Prix ended right now, but we've got plenty of it to go, and we're right behind him in the slipstream. Going to ruin the party for him right now on lap 2, down the inside into the hairpin just before the back straight, down the inside, hit the apex, and we've got that for 7th place. But I don't think it's over yet, because remember that Alfa Romeo has that brand new Ferrari engine in the back. Ferrari worked a lot over the winter on this brand new engine in 2017, and so the Alfa Romeo comes right back at us with Hülkenberg making a move down the inside. I think he's on the prime tyre, so hopefully we might be able to get the traction round the outside. We go side by side through there on the exit, just leave him enough room, but we do manage to go right around the outside, and we're staying in 7th place. We hit the apex there, and now we can try and chase after the Italian in the Toro Rosso of Giovinazzi, but we cut onto lap 5. It's taken us 3 laps, unfortunately, to even catch up to the Italian. And you can see up ahead, he's also in a train of a few cars there, but I think that's a Red Bull and 2 Ferraris, so a little bit worrying, because obviously they'll be giving each other dirty air the entire time. So a little bit worrying that it's taken us 3 laps to catch up to these guys, but I guess that just shows the kind of lack of proper pace we have right now at the start of this season. Obviously, hopefully later on down the line we can get some upgrades on the car and we won't be in this situation, but we're doing well to have actually just caught up to them, so we'll see what we can do. Obviously with the pit stop coming soon, around probably lap 6, so the next lap, we'll see what we can do with an undercut. Maybe some of these guys will be staying out longer, so that might play into our hands. We'll have to see, but we've got DRS on the Italian right now, but you can see he's got DRS on Gasly. Gasly will have DRS on the 2 Ferraris, and all those cars are equally as fast as each other in a straight line compared to this Mercedes right now. You can see the amount of kind of time they gained on us just down that straight. I've gained it back in the braking zone though, however, so just showing that the car may be a little bit down on power on the engine compared to these guys, but we're still not too shabby in the brake zone, so we're going to have to just try and gain the time in the corners here. You can see we're getting very, very close to the rear end of that Toro Rosso there, but onto lap 6, we come to the pits, we actually go really, really fast into the pit lane, and I actually smash the ball and go side by side with Gio here into the pit lane, so hopefully this isn't going to make a little bit awkward. We're going to come through. Okay, there, thankfully the game just, did the correct thing and just kind of ghosted my car through the Toro Rosso car, otherwise that could have been a bit nasty, but yeah, just came very, very hot into the pit lane entry, just went side by side, smashed the ball there, a little bit clumsy, but anyway, it worked out for us. So we're on option tyres right now. We've actually overtaken all those cars, Gasly, the Ferrari, the McLaren, and the Toro Rosso, I think, in that pit stop. Look at that. I think also the second Ferrari. So what a wonderful pit stop that has been for us. As we come on to lap 8 now, we're in 4th place, and that is Daniel Ricciardo in 3rd place in the Ferrari. So we've jumped all of them. What a fantastic pit stop that's been for us. And being the first in the pit lane has really helped us there in the Mercedes team. So awesome stuff. Also great stop by the boys to make it a quick one, because we didn't get held up too much, unlike all those cars. So we're up in 4th. So just like that, this race has just turned on its head for us. So, and now we're on the back of Daniel Ricciardo as we go into the back straight of lap 8 with DRS. He's got nothing to defend from us. Hopefully we can make this move and we'll be up into the podium positions right now, which is something I didn't really think we'd be saying, but we've gone deep though, locked up. We go side by side with the Australian in the Ferrari. We go side by side. Is he going to try and hang around the outside? He thought about it, but looks like he's given up there quite easily as we come into the stadium section here at COTA, but we're up into the podium positions. Didn't think I'd be saying that after our qualifying positions. That's absolutely fantastic to say, but on to lap 9. It's not over yet. Ricciardo got some great pace in that Ferrari. He'll come back at us with some DRS. Can we try and defend from it into the braking zone? I wonder. We're going to try it round the outside here. Hopefully, can we hang around just like we did on the Alfa Romeo? Yes, we do. Right around the outside, he gives us the room, and we've got great traction around that outside place, but Ricciardo swings it back down the inside. It's not over yet. We've lost the back end. We go very, very close to one another. Nearly made some contact there, but we'll just about get it. We'll squeeze him off on the right-hand side here. He tried his best to hang around the outside. Looks like he's lost a bit of time behind us, and yeah, he's behind Gasly now and behind Sebastian Vettel, so Ricciardo lost 3 places there. And so now Gasly is coming at us on lap 10 like an absolute rocket ship. We squeeze him into the left-hand side pit wall, but he's having none of it. He's not scared off. He goes down the inside of us, up the hill into turn 1. We're going to have to try and hang around the outside. We do. What a beautiful defensive move that is, and we're up into 3rd place once more. Gasly tucks in right behind us, but you can see just how much we're having to fight from all these guys behind us. We've got Gasly, then I think the 2 Ferraris right behind him, and then the Toro Rosso. So all these guys trying to overtake me as much as they can onto the back straight on lap 10. Gasly comes through again. We're going to try and outbrake him, go really deep into the corner, try and push him a little bit wide again, trying to be a bit clever with my moves to make sure I don't give any time to any of these guys, because if I give them anything, they'll try and take the position. You'll bet that. So we're up into 3rd place once again, and Gasly is unable to get past us again. So on to lap 12 now. It's time for our second pit stop, but it's all been rather hectic so far, but we'll calm it down. Come into the pit lane. Gasly will follow us in, and one of the Red Bulls, I think one of the Ferraris, I should say. I think that might have been Sebastian Vettel, and then one of the McLarens, I think, is Lewis Hamilton. So we're into the pits right now for another set of option tyres. So that will be our second last pit stop. Our final pit stop of the day will be for those white wall prime tyres, which, remember, the Alfa Romeos have already put on, and they're not too far behind this little pack here, so they're looking pretty good. Their strategy's working out. But you can see there, look at that train. Just look at how close that kind of mid-pack is, just behind this top 2 of, I think it's Verstappen and Van Dorn having a fight for the lead of this Grand Prix. But you can see the pack behind those 2 is just so big there. So it's going to be very, very close towards the end, I feel. But we've come out in P11, right behind our teammate Pascal Wehrlein, and he's right behind the Williams here. On to lap 13 on the back straight with DRS, going to make a really pouncing move, go down inside of both these cars, up into 9th place. We're not messing about. We're not messing about with these cars that are on a contra strategy, out of sync with the rest of us. We can't lose any time to them, so we have to try and make the moves as fast as we can. And now we're on the back of the Renault. I think this is Magnussen maybe down the insides here, or it might be Grosjean. Not too sure. Didn't have a good look. That's Grosjean there, and then we've got Lin in the manor, but he'll get out of the way because he makes a pit stop. So we've cut later on onto the Grand Prix lap 14. You can see right now we're in third place. Sebastian Vettel's behind us, but I think he's having a bit of a fight with someone behind him, but he's closing up on us now with some DRS. Is he going to try and make a move down the inside? He's in the mirrors there, left-hand side. No, he doesn't. He just sticks behind us, but you can see just how close he is, just poking his nose around my gearbox, maybe trying to scare me a little bit into a mistake here as we go onto lap 15. But you can see at the moment Van Dorn in second and Verstappen is leading the USA Grand Prix. So a fantastic start to the race and to the season by Verstappen here, getting pole position at the moment in the lead of the Grand Prix. But anyway, back to us onto lap 17 right now. We've got Vettel in the slipstream with DRS, moves to the left-hand side of the circuit. What can we do? We've got Ricciardo coming on the right-hand side. We're going to make it 3 wide into the hairpin corner with the Ferraris in a Ferrari sandwich at the moment. We've gone down the inside of Ricciardo. He's gone wide. We're going to try and maybe do something on Sebastian Vettel. We try and stick it down the inside, but he's going to have the measure of us, and we're going to have to give up that fight there and try it again on the very next lap on down the back straight. Again, we'll come back at him with DRS. Can we try it down the inside here on the German? He'll just about give us enough room. He'll go wide. We'll go side by side on the exit though, because he's still stuck it there. You can see the proximity arrow there. We'll go round the outside, give him the room, hopefully. Oh, it's getting very, very close. We nearly banged tyres there, but we'll just about go through the stadium section. We'll just about hang it down the inside, and that is an absolutely lovely move down Sebastian Vettel, and a pleasure to battle with him there. That's awesome. That was great. That was reminiscent of last season down at, I think it was Brazil, wasn't it? Great fight there with Sebastian Vettel through that entire section side by side for so many corners, but we're up into what will be third place at the moment. But you can just see, look at that pack behind us there. I'm running an absolute train right now. The Mercedes car just does not have the pace to be right up here on legitimate pace, so I just have to keep my car as wide as possible and make it as annoying as possible for these Ferrari cars and the Red Bull behind me of Gasly. But we're on for our final pit stop now on lap 18 for the prime tyres. We'll go 10 laps to the end on these white wall medium tyres. Vettel comes out behind us there in the pit lane, and Gasly as well. So we're going to the end, 10 laps to go. Can we hold out for what will be in a brilliant podium position considering our pace in qualifying and at the beginning of the race? It took us 3 laps to catch up to this pack, so we've done brilliantly to do that undercut and keep it there in what will be third place. So we're on to lap 19, going on to lap 20. Vettel right behind us. We've got people in the pits. Schumacher's in the pits. We can see some other cars coming out the pit lane. I wonder who will it be. Vettel goes down the inside of us. It's going to be a Toro Rosso of Sainz, and I think that's Ricciardo. So Ricciardo and Sainz have jumped us, I think, here, and Vettel goes cleanly down my inside. I lose the back end and the traction on the curbing there, so we've been overtaken and overcut by Ricciardo and Sainz there. So brilliant work from them. On to lap 20 in the back straight. We've got the slipstream DRS of Vettel. We'll get pinched here, boxed in by Sainz as well. So we're going to move to the inside, try something down the inside. We lock up, we get the move on Sainz, I think, but he's still there on the right hand side, so we'll just about get ahead of him. We'll look behind us. Look at that. Look how close that was. Just about got that correct. Any more pinching there and I would have tapped Sainz out of the Grand Prix. So thankfully we've not done that, so we're into 8th place again. And now we're on the back of Sebastian Vettel once again onto lap 21 as we've got people in the pits. We've got DRS wide open up into turn 1. We'll overtake him for 5th place. We've got Hulkenberg coming out of the pits, and he's overcut me and Vettel as well as Sainz did. And now Vettel on the exit of the corner pushes me wide a little bit. We tap tyres, and Vettel's back up into 5th place. Very aggressive move there. The FI might want to look at it. We go side by side and we just get the move into the S section, but no love has been lost between me and Sebastian Vettel here. We've had it all the entire time in MyDriver. Season 1, Season 2, and now once again Season 3. Just battling every single time we meet on track. But now onto lap 21, the back straight, we overtake Nico Hulkenberg pretty damn easily there. But you've got to say he's doing absolutely fantastic here in the Alfa Romeo to be up in 5th place, battling with the likes of myself and Sebastian Vettel. You know, he's the Ferrari B team, and he's battling and beating right now one of the Ferrari A team pairings. So right now onto lap 26, Hulkenberg slipstreams me once again. That Alfa Romeo is so quick in a straight line down into the hairpin corner on the back straight. We're going to do the bit of switchback move. We cut onto the racing line here. We make a beautiful little switchback side by side with the German. We go round the outside. He's going to try his best to hang it round, and we're going to have to try and make another move like we made on Sebastian Vettel, trying to hang it down the inside of this stadium section, and we'll just about get it into this next left-hander, and we're back up into 4th place. But Vettel is looking right up his gearbox, so it might not be a matter of time before Vettel is up into 5th place, because it would be quite surprising to see Hulkenberg actually finish ahead of Vettel. But once again, Hulkenberg comes back at us, so Hulkenberg really not letting up here with the straight line speed he's got. Into turn 1 once again, we've locked up, but there you go, in the mirrors, Sebastian Vettel comes out of nowhere down the inside. We'll go side by side, we'll just about squeeze him out here as we go down to the S section, but Vettel has got Hulkenberg, and I think he may have made some contact with Hulkenberg, because I couldn't see him there on the replay camera as we look behind us, so I think that's a little bit unfortunate. I think Vettel may have caused a bit of controversy there with Hulkenberg, where we come through on the last lap of the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is going to win the opening round of this season. It's going to be second place for Van Dorn, Ricciardo third place, and it looks like we're going to settle down for fourth place, and what I think is a pretty fantastic fourth place considering the pace and considering how much we really had to defend for that. So very exhausting Grand Prix. What a fight that was, with the Ferraris, the Alfa Romeos, the Toro Rossos, just everyone behind us. There was such a pack behind us. We really weren't meant to be there, but we've done the job and we've come home in fourth place. But there you go, Max Verstappen has won the opening round, USA Grand Prix. Stoffel Van Dorn, my rival from last season, in second place there. But you can see there, Nico Hulkenberg out of the top 10, so something definitely did happen with Vettel and Hulkenberg because he's out of the points. But crucially, his teammate Mick Schumacher gets 7th place and gets some first points for Scuderia Alfa Romeo. That is absolutely amazing for him. That is great stuff. And you can see the two Toro Rossos, a strong finish for them, 2 points paying positions. The Force India of Sergio Perez does well to get in 10th place there. My teammate just about scrapes through in 9th place with his different strategy of 4-stop compared to everyone else's 3-stop race there. And you can see, unfortunately, Nico Hulkenberg DNF'd, so I'm not actually really too sure what happened with him and Vettel, but he DNF'd out of that Grand Prix, so I think Vettel might have pushed him wide. He might have had a failure right at the end of the Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton, a dismal opening round for him. Again, considering the bad luck he's had from last season. But guys, if you've enjoyed that absolutely hectic first opening round of this 2017 MyDriver season, smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. I'll leave you with the post-race interviews, and I'll see you guys next time.
So a very hard-fought race out there for you. The car is looking like a challenge this year. Can you tell us how you thought the race went for you?
Yeah, the car was a bit of a handful, especially yesterday in qualifying, really not a great place, so I think the result today feels a bit like a win. Almost a lot of defending out there, a lot more than usual, than we were used to last season. So, we just got to do the best we can with the package we've got, and, I think we'll come back eventually. Hopefully we'll be getting some upgrades when the European starts, and that's only a race away, thankfully, with the way the calendar's worked out this year. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hopeful for that. But yeah, the car today was not exactly on full form, I don't think, and we had a lot of lack of speed down the straights. The Alfa Romeos were absolute rockets today, and as well as Ferraris, very tough. But a great battle with Sebastian, I think, later on into the race, which was really fun and quite reminiscent of previous battles we've had. So it was great to have one, because we haven't had one in a while. So yeah, it was a fun race out there. Very, very tough, very, very hectic, but enjoyable nonetheless. But yeah, we're not where we want to be, but we know where we need to improve things.
And looking at the cars around you today, do you think that somehow this season is even closer than last season?
Yeah, I mean that's a tough order for beating last season in terms of how close it was towards the end, but you can see clearly behind the top 2, at least top 3, a lot of cars right there within 1 second. I think there was about a 6-car train behind me at one point, which sort of shows our pace today. But you saw the Toro Rossos, Alfa Romeos, Ferraris all looking very punchy. Even behind us at the very start of the race, the Renault was right there as well. So yeah, it's looking very, very interesting, and I think you will see a lot of battles for some crucial final points. And hopefully we're not going to be in those battles for much too longer. But right now we have to be in the thick of it. And, the likes of Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo are very, very quick on the straight. So we always have to try and catch them up in the corners, which makes it quite difficult. So it is a very big challenge this season. And I think it's, again, going to shape up to be another good one.
All right. Thanks for your time.
All right. Cheers. Thanks.